Hey there, friends and enemies, Jopie here again, and today at my local flea market, I found one of the most unique packs I've ever ripped, and I should have done this on camera, but I decided I just could not wait. Anyway, it is the Baseball Inquirer, and this is 10 mystery interview cards that, if you can see here on the front, it's got like Kirby Puckett, Tommy Lasorda. Now, the unique thing about these cards is they don't actually have the name of the person on the card itself. Instead, on the back, they have some sort of interview. So I'm going to go through, show you guys the cards, and see if we can't guess who these are. I'm not going to give away the answers, but I will have them in the comments down below. The first one says, "You were one of the greatest, if not the greatest all-around player of all time, but just as impressive to me has been the gentlemanly way you've always conducted yourself, particularly when you've been asked over and over to comment on the outrageous sums of money given to players today." Ouch, the answer is. "You have never publicly expressed even a hint of hard feelings over guys with only a fraction of your talent being paid millions of times more than you ever received." Ouch, ouch. This is a diabolical interview. To never speak of envy or resentment or anger has had to take enormous restraint. God only knows how many times you had to bite your tongue. Owie, man, that hurts. Gosh, I think you drew blood that time. We'd better drop the subject before you bite that sucker right off. So let me know who you think that is. Make your guesses, and yeah, I will put it in. Actually, instead of pinning a comment, I'm going to put it in the description, but I'll bury it down a little bit farther, so you have to search for it. So that way, if you don't want to know the answer right off the rip, you can feel free to guess in the comments. Next up, we got this guy. He is an umpire. "We appreciate your offering to come forward and talk to us about the mounting umpire aggressiveness accusations. We are using camera optics to conceal your identity, so please speak freely." Okay, number one, the whole aggressiveness thing's a load of crapola. None of the umpires are jumping on the players any harder or quicker than we ever did. You got that? Yes, sir. Answer. Number two, all this talk about us wanting the spotlight or us resenting those whining, foul-mouthed little punks because they're making more money than God is also a bunch of crapola. Are you hearing me? Yes, sir. I hear you, sir. Number three, get those damn squares off of me before I run your butt out of here. So, yeah, that is quite the interesting one. Next up, we've got this upside down face, which is quite interesting. Some guys make more errors than others. Unfortunately, you just happen to be one of those guys. No big deal, but it's kind of weird that your baseball card turns out to be one of those error cards. What? You didn't know? Yes, somehow we accidentally got your head upside down and forgot your hologram. Accidentally, my bleep. You guys are using me. I know all about you card companies and your phony error cards. Hey, pal, lighten up. So your error card helps us sell a few more cards, but you'll get more card show gigs and the price of your autographs will go up. This reminds me of the fuckface Billy Ripken card, by the way. Well, I don't know. Do you really think they'll buy this as a legitimate error? With you in the picture? No problem. Oof, 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 oof. That is kind of crazy. Next up, it looks like I think I have a guess for this one right off the rip. Anyway, you seem reluctant to talk to us. Is there a problem? Yeah, there is. I don't like how the sports writers invent things about a guy, or the way they ignore or distort the truth and trash a person's reputation just to create a hot story. Are you referring to that old garbage about you not being a team player? Exactly. That is absolutely untrue and never was. Look, I'm with you. It's positively shameful the way some of the writers take a terrific personality like yourself and try to turn him into a bum. These people are a disgrace to sports journalism. Please don't condemn all of us for their actions, okay? Okay. Now then, can I tell our readers how you're overcoming your tendency to put self first? Cuss words. Nothing but cuss words. We got another one here. We're hearing more and more about contract incentives these days. For some players, it can amount to a considerable amount of additional money. Oh, sure. He hit a lot of homers, steal a bunch of bases, get picked for the All-Star team, strike out a lot of guys. Hey, doing that stuff can make you some serious bucks. Yes, indeed. But how about the players like yourself who aren't likely to accomplish any of these things? They give us a little bonus if we keep our lockers neat and practice good grooming. Oh, okay. Yes, but let's face it. What real incentive do you have for playing? Just pride and love of the game, I guess. Geez, how pathetic. What are you going to do? That's actually diabolical. Next up, we have a manager. Can we have a few words with you while you're waiting for your call to go through? Sure. What do you... Hello? Yes, this is Bob from Bayside. I disagree with your previous caller. I mean, he did a terrific job and really deserves to manage that again. What? No, this isn't Fred from Flatbush or Lenny from Queens. This is Bob from Bayside. Yeah, I know, but a lot of guys sound like me. Thanks. Goodbye. Sounds like they're getting wise to you. Nah, I've still got them stumped. That's like all the players that have the Twitter accounts that are obviously them as burners. It's kind of wild. Next up, one more card here. Hi, I've been deciding to do an interview on the pitcher/fielder's relationship. They gave me your name and said you'd be just the guy to talk with. Sure, I can't speak for all pitchers, but I'll gladly give you my own personal views. Thanks. Speaking for yourself, do you believe in chewing out your teammates for their errors? Heck no. Nobody's perfect. You wouldn't think of even casting a dirty look at a player who made a miscue? Hey, we're all human. My gosh, let he who's never bobbled the ball cast the first stone. Talking about errors, I guess I've made one. You're obviously not the guy they wanted me to talk with. Sorry. That's okay. I forgive you, meathead. All right. We got 3 more cards here, so... Here we go. Expansion. How do you feel about it? Hey, look, I got a big gut. So what's the no league expansion? Increasing the number of teams. How do you feel about that? Oh, fine. In fact, because of it, I may be getting back into the game. You don't see where it could be depleting the talent base and diminishing player quality? As a possible expansion team manager, you aren't disturbed by this? What do you mean, manager? I'm coming back as a player. Not so sure about that, big guy. Not so sure about that. We got another one here. Would you mind talking to us about your altercation at the batting cage? You probably consider it ancient history, but we think our readers could still be interested in hearing about it. Come on, that's old stuff. And besides, fights break out all the time in baseball. Yes, but they're usually between opposing players and not teammates. Look, it was no big deal. He made fun of my high tops. I called him dumb and fat. He said, I know you are, but what am I? I said, I stuck out my tongue and said, nya, 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 nya. He said, okay, for you, you can't use my bat. Give me a bat. I said, you want your bat back? I'll give you your bat. You know, us mature players deserve respect from these rookies. Just out of curiosity, let me ask you something. I know that when opposing players fight, both dugouts usually empty. How about when teammates fight? Only one empties out. That's what I thought. Thanks. What the hell? And the last one, we've got this likely famous baseball player with a mustache. The word going around says the fake mustache is to hide your lip movements from umps and TV close-ups. You know, so you can't curse and not worry about fines. So you can curse and not worry about fines or ruining your public image. That's a lot of bleeping bull. Bleep. And it ain't no bleeping fake mustache. Oh, what is the real story then? Care to tell us? Sure. Read my bleeping lips. Anyway, that's going to do it for all of those. Again, a fun rip. A very interesting and unique type of experience. I recently also cracked open another item, the Sports King. If you can't find these, if you can find them, let me know. I have another one on the way that I'll probably do an unboxing for. But it's a very fun rip and something that you don't see all that often. You'll get cards like this. Frank Gore, which I thought was pretty sick. And a bunch of other different options that I really like. Like I got this Nolan Ryan, for example. The cards look sick. So definitely recommend trying to snag those if you haven't already. And I kind of want to bring a little bit of joy back to the hobby. I do feel like too many times everything's all about how much you can flip something for and not having like unique or interesting or funny different items in your collection. And that's kind of what I want to promote. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like the video as always, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.